For this lesson, we will be solving quadratic equations by factoring and then using the zero product property. So your factoring skills are definitely going to be put to the test here. We are going to always remember that our quadratic must equal 0. So I'm going to bring my 6 to the other side of the equation, which gives me x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. So now we remember with factoring a binomial, we take the letter C, which is our 18, and we know that when we're looking at 18, we are going to go ahead, and it actually is like a negative 18, so I think I'll put that there. We want two factors that will go ahead and be multiplied together to equal 18, but when we add them, they have to go ahead and end up with a 3. So I know 6 times 3 is 18, and in order to end up with a positive 3, I am going to have to go ahead and make my 6 positive and my 3 negative. So as I'm doing this, I am just writing my x's there. I know I'm going to have a plus 6, and I will have a minus 3, and that is equal to 0. So now for the zero product property, we're just making each of these equal to 0, and then we will solve it. So I'm bringing my 6 to the other side. X is equal to a negative 6. I'm bringing my 3 to the other side of the equation. So x is equal to 3. And those are we call them roots, or we can call them our solutions. But when you're talking about quadratics, the word roots is used a lot. So this one is definitely more complicated because notice here the x squared had a 1 there, but here we have a 6. So we do have extra steps in order to get this in factored form that would look just like this. So let's go ahead and let's start by bringing the 3 to the other side. 6x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. So now that it's equal to 0, I know that I can go ahead and I can factor these. And I'm going to have to multiply my 6's together, and I get a 36. So now I see that this is a plus 36, so my answer has to be a positive 36, but my two factors are going to have to be negative. So I know that a 9 times a 4 is 36, but in order to end up with a positive 36 in the end, but have a negative middle term, they must both be negative. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to copy 6x squared down. We will now write our negative 9x and our negative 4x. And we are, notice I'm saying negative, but I'm writing subtraction signs. And now we are going to just bring down our plus 6 equals 0. At this point, if you remember, when we were factoring, we split it up into two parts. And then we're going to take out the common factor. Well, between 6x squared and negative 9x, I know that 3x would be my common factor. So in my parentheses, I end up with a 2x, because 3x times 2x is 6x squared, minus just a 3, because negative 3 times 3x is 9x. And on this side of the equation, I can factor out I'm looking at it, a negative 4 and a 6. I'm going to factor out a 2. And when I do that, I am going to end up with, and that would be a negative 2 because of this subtraction sign. So now I'm going to go ahead and end up with a 2x. And in order to get a positive 6 here, when I multiply, this must be a minus 3. And that's equal to 0. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these, and that will be one of my factors, 3x, catch that, -2. And notice these are matching, and that's what we wanted, so it's 2x minus 3 equals 0. Now we finally can use the zero product property rule because we have two factors. So 3x minus 2 equals 0, and 2x minus 3 equals 0. We're just going to bring our number to the other side, so 3x is equal to 2. When we divide by 3, we get x is equal to 2/3. There's one of them. Let's bring the 3 to the other side of the equation. 2x is equal to 3, divide by 2, and x is equal to 3/2 is my other solution. Solutions or roots, that was how we'll name them. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marcia. See you again soon.